we moved into finally setting goals, setting the destination of where we want to end in our life. And I have a firm rule here. You read the rules in the past, you've seen kind of how we're presenting goal setting, but let's look at the actual top 3 things at the very end of this chapter in the exercise section and see what it was I said. You need a goal for your business self, your professional life. You need a goal for your personal life, your social life, and you need a goal for your health. They are 3 distinct areas of your life that you need and must set goals. I am a firm believer on this. I did this with every employee, every coaching client, everyone that I've sat down with. If we're looking at where they want to go, and even if it's a business oriented, I do not goal set with only one thing in mind. I will not goal set with someone that only wants to work on their professional life. And here's the reason why. If one of those things stalls out, you will experience despair. Yes, you heard me correct. You will experience despair and letdown because you don't have anything else that you're progressing towards. Sometimes a goal will stall out as we're working on a specific skill set, we're developing a resource, we're trying to figure something out, so that goal will stall. If we don't have something in another aspect of our life that is showing us progress, that's where we become unhappy. And that's what happens with a lot of people who seem to be very successful, is they're only goal setting towards one thing, and when they stall, they become very frustrated. My goal is to keep that from happening, because if you're progressing in other areas of your life, naturally what happens is that momentum that you've built up carries over to the other things you do. We see it happen all the time. So remember, when we're setting goals for those 3 areas specifically, you need to have a big goal. The second thing is you must be taking steps, 1 step at a time. Those steps will allow you to keep progressing forward no matter what happens. So you have to figure out, what's the first step you're going to take? What's that first thing that you're going to do to get to your goal? And number 3, every goal needs to have habits associated with it. You need to build habits into your goal sets, just like your morning routine. If we're reviewing our goals every morning, we're at least putting them in front of us. But on top of that, we need to make sure that we are taking ourselves and building habits that constantly progress those goals, even if they're small, minor things. That is a huge deal for us to make sure that we are going forward. So you need to make sure that, number 1, you have 3 areas that you're set for goals. These are big goals. Then you need to understand what the first step is and take that action and build habits into those goal sets. If you have a goal and you can't create a habit to get you there, you're going to suffer because you're not going to ever build the momentum to get there. It doesn't mean it can't be done. You're just going to have to put in the discipline. You're going to have the accountability partners to make sure that you stay on track. So keep that in mind, and we'll see you at the next chapter.